If you want to make the FIFA 22 career mode realistic and fun again, you have chosen the perfect video, because let's be honest, we've all been there. We're starting off in the League 2 and building ourselves a team with Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, Mbappe and Haaland. But guys, how to keep it fun, how to keep it realistic, if you want to know everything about it, in the forthcoming 10 plus minutes, I will give you 10 very important tips to get back that feeling that you love to play the career mode. So awesome that you're watching. By clicking the I button, you will find yourself more FIFA 22 content. So click it after watching this video. Trust me, you will love it. I'm your boy People of FIFA, and awesome that you're visiting my channel. I hope it's not for the last time, so subscribe, put on the notification bell, and don't forget to leave a like on every single vid. If you're ready to win every single game in FUT 22's Ultimate Team but you're out of coins and you want to get the players you always dream about, don't worry, head over to u7buy.com using my link in the description, and don't forget to use the code VIVA for an extra 5% discount. Starting the video off in the best way possible, and that is the right setting at the start. First of all, the match difficulty. Make it yourself hard. You can also use the sliders to make it harder as well. That's very important. What I like to do is close the first transfer window, because you can keep it realistic and then you can instantly say Haaland to Tottenham and you think, okay, here we go again. So after that first year, no changes. And also make the negotiations hard, tough, make it like in real life. These settings at the start give you a super boost at the start of the career mode to start off in a great fashion, especially enabling that transfer window. For me, that was the most fun. You can't sign, you can't sell, you're up with what you got, but also the other teams will stay intact, and that is what I love. We're going step by step, so setting up the right settings, it's right there to create the manager. If you want to keep it realistic, create the manager that is actually coaching the team. I'm going for David Moyes because I'm starting off with West Ham. Are you going for Manchester United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Allegri? If you go for Juventus and all the way even down to the League 2, search on Wikipedia for Salford City, Scunthorpe United, look up the manager. If you only want to put out his name and just make him a little bit, well, looking like the real self, cool. But you can also go in depth and create a double ganger. It depends on you, but it's cool if you win a game, if you see the manager and it actually shows David Moyes, well, somebody that looks like David Moyes at West Ham, it just gives you that special feeling a little bit extra. At number 8, you're cleaning up the squad and strengthening it with players you actually need. For example, West Ham United, they have multiple goalkeepers. Do you need them all? Nope. Try to sell as many of them as possible. Only keep 2 goalkeepers. Also do research for the center backs, right backs, left backs, center mids, wingers and the strikers, and you will find out that West Ham has enough goalkeepers but only 1 normal striker, and that is Mikel Antonio. So it means that if you want to strengthen the team in the future, you should first go for a striker, but more in depth about what players you should sign to keep the career mode realistic in a bit. But first, start off to clean the squad the right way possible, loaning out the youngsters and get rid of the players you're overloaded with in some positions. And with that, you're starting with a clean slate, nothing there that you don't want, and then you can step by step strengthen your team. If you have done that, you're going to strengthen your squad. I would say a maximum of 2 or 3 players every single year, maybe bringing in 1 extra in the winter, but don't do more than that. You want to keep that realistic feeling that West Ham is actually West Ham, that Everton is actually staying Everton. But if you're changing 6 to 7 players, you can do that. You can go for hidden gems in FIFA, sell all your players, sign all those hidden gems, but that's not realistic. That is wasting a career mode. If you want to keep it realistic, don't do that. Go for a maximum of 3 signings, and a club like West Ham should go for Lozek, for example, a striker of the Czech Republic and Slavia Prague. He is a player of Czech, just like Souček, just like Čufal. They like to sign players from that nation, and you can't go for Mbappe, you can't go for Cristiano Ronaldo, for Haaland. It's not realistic to bring them to West Ham. So if you sign players and your overall rating is 81 or 82, your best player is Declan Rice with 82 or 83, Keep it within that range. Don't go for a 90 rated player. It will ruin the game in no time. So who do you sign up? First of all, you can sign Czech Republic players if you're starting off with West Ham. That could be cool. With Everton, it could be Brazilians or South Americans like they did with Richarlison and Jeremina. It could be possible. Watford also, players from Africa, players from Brazil. It is matching those clubs. But if I'm starting off in the Premier League, in the Championship, I like to sign players from those divisions. For example, players from the Championship that are doing great, I like to bring them to the Premier League. 75, 74 rated players, I love that. Training them, using them the best way possible, that is how I play the game. So if you're starting off in Italy, go shop in the Serie B or go shop in the lower regions of the Serie A. In Spain, go to the Segunda División. If you're starting off in Portugal, go for South American players. If you go for the Netherlands with Ajax Amsterdam, go for Danish Dynamite players because they have a link with that. And with that, if you know what I mean, you keep it very realistic, and trust me, the fun will stay so much longer. Number 5, train your reserve players. Why FIFA? I need Declan Rice to go up to 90. That is exactly what you don't want. Declan Rice is your best player. If you train him successfully, I can easily get him to 88 in the first season. Is that realistic? No. Do I like that? No. Well, it depends on what career are you playing. If you're going for a crazy career mode, train your starting players. But if you train your reserves, the squad will get closer together. Your first 2 center backs will be catched up with the reserve center back, and then you get more competition, but all the players will stay around the 80 mark at West Ham or at the 85 mark at City, for example, if you want to like to do that. So my biggest tip is you might want to try something else. You might have a feeling to train your best players, but if you want to keep it realistic, you should not do that. Train the reserves and make the squad overall better. So if you're hitting that scouting department, you should set up the scouts the way you want it. As I told you, if you're hitting the market as West Ham, you can go for Czech Republic players. Lozek, for example, one of the highest potential youngsters, would be a perfect and cool signing for West Ham. You can also shop in the Championship, in the League 1, in the League 2. Maybe you find a hidden gem there that will give you brilliant performances in the future. And if you do that, players feel like they could actually come to West Ham. Also, look on Wikipedia or on soccer reps, football websites, soccer if you live in America. If you're starting off with Tottenham or Newcastle, look it up. What club is interested in what player? For example, maybe Ajax Amsterdam is interested in a young bloke from Norway. Look it up, get him to Ajax, and you can do that with every single team. So that's important, and I know you guys watching this video want to make it realistic, and well, these tips make it super cool. Now we're going to the youth academy, and yes guys, I think we've all been there. Scouting youth players that are superstars in no time, 90 plus potential overall, making a player better than Neymar Jr. I don't like it. You could like it if you're going for a road to glory to get there quickly, but I don't think it's realistic. And then where do you scout? If you scout with West Ham, scout in the UK, maybe Scotland, Ireland, England, Wales, maybe Czech Republic, but that's not possible, so that's hard. So keep the scouting as realistic as possible. And if you take that into notice, and if you don't sign up all those crazy potential youth academy players and just keep it within the range of your team, the career mode will be fun for 10 years instead of 2. And then the final tip in this video, if you missed something, if you have extra tips for my viewers, drop it in the comment section down below. And that tip is sell your superstars. But Viva, I don't want to. I love them so much. Guys, I know where you're coming from. I've been there. You don't want to sell them. You have a connection with them. You want to make Declan Rice 90 rated and the captain of West Ham. But what's realistic in real life? What's realistic? That Declan Rice will once play for Tottenham, City, United, Chelsea, you name it. He will not stay his whole career at West Ham. Forget about it. For example, Sosjak, also great player. Chufal, the right back, and the list goes on. There are players in your squad that are just too good. If you're starting off with Ajax Amsterdam, be prepared to sell Antony. Prepare yourself for that. Sell the players that are too good for your club and sign back young, promising, realistic players as I showed you in this video. Trust me, with that tip, it will hurt a little bit, but you gain a lot of money. and you gain yourself a couple of seasons, that the fun will be back, because you can scout yourself a replacement of Declan Rice in the championship that will be just as good as Declan Rice in 2 seasons, and then it goes over again. Sell your star player, get another one, and this cycle continues. The circle of life with Elton John sing with the Lion King. And that is how I play the career mode if I want to keep it realistic and fun for a long period. Well guys, if you have any other tips, please drop it down below. If you love the vid, give the thumbs up, subscribe for more, and put on the notification bell. I thank you all for watching, wishing you all a very nice day, and as you know for me, keep it cool, keep it real, and ciao for now.